need me all night long.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Halloweenville Games, where today we are going to be building this really cool skeleton bridge for D&D role-playing games, Warhammer, or just to play with. And you guys are going to get a bonus item, the Demon Skeleton, which came to me as I was building this. And we're going to make it out of this skeleton garland. So I know all you haunters out there have this. And I know a lot of the D&D crafting folks have this. So I've entered into the January craft war, which the theme was bridges. And I've already done kind of a stone one for Volcanic Planet. And wood is kind of used a lot. So I was trying to think of a material that might not commonly be used. So I was out in the garage organizing some Halloween stuff, and I came across like 6 or 7, I might even have 8 packages of these, or had 8. I used like 2.5, almost 3, to build the bridge and the demon skeleton. You're also going to need some cardboard, hot glue gun, a good heavy duty pair of scissors. You're going to also want PVA glue, paint, and there may be a few other materials in there that I might have forgot. The rope here comes with your package, so you don't have to, if you've already got these, you got the rope. So I try to utilize all the bits and pieces from that package. And you can see the bones here. There's what looks like full skeletal people holding up the bridge. I use the skull pieces. These are arms, legs, and hand bones. I used the hip bones as a decorative element. I even did some bracing right here. With the demon skeleton, it's just one whole skeleton and then bits and pieces that I had chopped up for this that was just laying around to create this. And so let's take a closer look at how I made this. Here are some of the materials again. And we're going to cut a strip of cardboard and just lay down some of the cut pieces there. You can see I've cut full length legs, arm and hand pieces. We're going to hot glue those down. Here I've added some skulls, used arm bones and leg bones to bridge the gaps in between the skulls. I've also added that rope. We're also going to cover up that corrugation there on the side with the spines. So I cut off the spines, hot glued them onto the side. And I apologize for my voice. Still getting over this damn cold. I also took the rib cages. I glued those on along with the pelvic bones. This raises it up and adds a nice decorative look. Now here's the bridge standing all by itself, and I used watered down PVA glue on the rope, and that makes the rope nice and stiff once it dries. Here's a couple more views, and now we're going on to painting. We're going to do an undercoat of black, or a base coat if you will. And then we're going to do an antique white dry brushing. This will bring out some of those features in the bones and they really start to pop. And then we're just going to finish it off with a wash of brown, basically a watered down brown. And I even did the rope up there. And that brings out just some really nice features. Okay, on to the demon skeleton, the bonus build. Real simple. Full skeleton, cut the joints, and hot glue it into position. Added extra arms to make the wings, extra leg pieces, and then I've primed it black, dry brushed it with the antique white. Ugh, sorry, it's getting hard to talk. And then we're just going to do the same thing that we did with the bridge. We're going to wash it with a watered down brown. Really gives it a rustic look and feel to it. Like he's been sitting around waiting for a while. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you're curious of how this can be used, it can be used in Dungeons and Dragons, or any role-playing game really. So let's put a little goblin there. Let's have the barbarian on the bridge so they could duke it out on the bridge. Maybe, get thrown off the bridge. It's a great little set piece. You can have several guys crossing the bridge, and then all of a sudden, brrr, the demon skeleton shows up. And maybe they have to defeat him before they can go any further. He can also be at the end of the bridge. Sorry. So they have to defeat him before moving on. If you play Warhammer games, here are some gene stealers. This will help show scale with the Broodlord on there, so you can have this as a terrain piece. You can also, if you're not into any of those, your kids got some army men laying around, like I said with the volcanic planet, you can play army men with this. Just be a cool little toy. Basically, that's what we did here, is we built some really cool toys, unique toys, out of bits and pieces that I had laying around. And so yeah, that's it, guys. Hope you have a good one, and we'll see you next time.